We're gonna do a really cool art meditation today. So what you'll need is a sketchbook or 2 pieces of paper because we're gonna be tracing both of our hands on either side of the sketchbook or on separate sheets of paper. I guess you could have one large piece of paper. You just want both hands to fit on the surface you're working on. And then any kind of tool to outline. You could use a permanent marker, a ballpoint pen, an acrylic marker, a pencil, a crayon, a colored pencil, a paint stick. I'm going to use a Sharpie Creative Marker in black today for my outline. And then choose your coloring tool. I'm going to be using these tempera paint sticks today. Again, you can use whatever coloring tool you want: crayons, colored pencils, watercolors, acrylic markers. Take your pick. Now, I've already taped borders on both pages in my sketchbook. Once you've got your borders taped, you're going to trace each of your hands. So let's start with our left hand. And just let it be easy. And I'm going to extend my arm to go to the border. Now this will be the fun part, tracing my right hand with my non-dominant hand. Nice and easy. If you're wearing jewelry or if you have longer nails, just let the full shape come to life. Again, we'll just extend that to the bottom of the paper. Okay, look at that, I got a little marker on my hands. That's okay. Now we're gonna color in our hands, and we're gonna color the background and the inside of the hands. And I want you to think about your right hand is what you give. That's the energy you give to the world. Your left hand is what you receive. What do you want to receive from the world? So it's almost like energy in, energy out. So I'm going to start with my left side here. And I'm not going to talk much because really that's the extent of the tutorial. You'll pick your colors. I think I'll go with a sort of universe purple and black theme here. Maybe I'll bring in some dark blue. And I'm gonna do this in quiet. And once I'm done with the left, I might reflect or say something, but I'm gonna move on to my right after that. So let's see what happens. As you color, I recommend you let your strokes be loose and easy. Try to loosen your grip. If you notice you're clenching or really gripping on your tool, try holding it in a different way so that your marks are flowy and easygoing. You know, do this however you want, but it might be a good practice to fill in the entire page with color. If you want to leave white space, be my guest, my friend. Can you hear my washing machine singing its song in the background? Such a loyal, diligent little washing machine, announcing to the whole household it's done its job. Anyway, if you didn't hear that, carry on. Okay, about 10 minutes on each side feels right. I think I'll come in and add some little details with an acrylic marker, but I'm gonna let this page dry. And now I'm going to move on to my right hand. So, you know, as I look at my left hand and what I want to receive, or the receiving energy, or the aura of my left hand, to me, this is almost like the universe itself, or the magic and the mystery of the universe that we live in. So, you know, as an artist, as a meditation teacher, receiving that energy feels really good. As far as giving, I kind of want to go more energetic. I'm feeling like a brighter, bolder, actually, as I do the background on this one, what I'm thinking about right now is just the ability to let go of having some kind of idea in advance. I knew the exercise I was doing today, I knew I was going to be coloring in my hands and doing my aura of my right and left hand, the energy in, energy out. But I didn't have colors planned out or themes. And just as I started talking and thinking about left is receiving, and what do I want to receive from the world, from the universe, you know, the thought of the universe itself came to me. And after I saw this dark background with the magical, mystical pink and purple swirls, that felt right. And then in contrast, I felt like I wanted something really energetic and almost explosive or more expressive in a like creative way. It led to this. And as I think about where I am in my life and even what I'm doing with this channel and as a meditation teacher, as an artist, as an art meditation teacher, you know, I want to give people permission to create. I want to give creative energy. I want to give explosive creative expression to the world. I want to give bright, fun energy that's unapologetic. And that's what this is feeling like to me. I didn't intend on doing a whole like rainbow aura, like almost like the chakras. So I guess what I'm doing is just trying to, I don't know, giving you my stream of consciousness, my unfiltered thought as I reflect on what's come through here. And I'm also feeling like a little brown sparkle wouldn't hurt anyone. And then for the left side, you know, what I want to receive or the energy in, I've been feeling very contemplative and meditative lately. I've been spending a lot more time in quiet meditation. And I think I am really paying more attention to my inner voice and being intentional about hearing my inner wisdom. And to me, the purple really symbolizes magic, mystery, inner wisdom, universal forces. There's a little bit of pink, so there's also that fun, kind of spontaneous quality in there as well. So I want this exercise to be fun more than anything else. I don't want you to try to make it deep or give it a meaning, but I mean, at least not when you start. As you go and as you start to wrap up, a story will come through and you can interpret your work. That's also a fun part of the process. If you're stressed out and you're like, I don't know what this means, I don't know, I just did stuff and this is where we're at, that's great. Walk away. Let it just be that. So this is not about the interpretation. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want you to have to make this anything or force anything to come out of these practices. It's just like an added benefit. So, you know, as a meditation teacher, when I'm guiding meditation, I tell my students to not try to get anything out of it. If you're trying to achieve inner peace or enlightenment, if you're trying to receive messages or connect to the divine, you can get in your head and it can defeat the whole purpose of the meditation. So the more you practice, the more you'll get used to this, and hopefully what I'm saying will make more sense. I just really want you to enjoy the process and let your work unfold instead of trying to make it something, or instead of forcing some kind of outcome or benefit. Okay, we've done what we've done. Let's see about adding a little bit of acrylic detail here. So I've got my Posca paint pen in white. I'm just gonna add some white dots here to give our universe a little bit more of that galaxy flavor. I think I'm gonna add some little stars in here. You know what? These are almost like little fingerprint swirls, little mini universes on their own. And I'm not going to add any details over here. We're going to let this one be a lot more, you know, about the strokes of the paint sticks. Let's go ahead and peel off our tape. So this exercise usually takes 20 to 30 minutes total. It's a wonderful exercise for getting into a meditative flow state, doing some self-reflection. You could journal in the gaps here on the paper. All right. So there we have left and right, energy in, energy out, what you receive from the world, what you give to the world. So I hope you loved this one. As always, thank you so much for joining me.